everybody. I hope that this video finds you well and in excellent spirits. My name is Mel and welcome to my channel, Divine Feminine Works. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. So on this channel, we do everything tarot, astrology, and spirituality. So if those are the things that you like and that you're interested in, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll always be notified when I come out with new content. Today, we're doing the Divine Feminine Energy Read for July 2020. So, my Divine Feminines, what's been going on with you? Leave a comment down below so you can tell me what's been going on. How's your month been? How's your year been? Especially with everything that's going on. But as far as the energy is concerned, I'm sure a lot of you realize that it's much more and far beyond just being in union with your divine masculine. Obviously, there's lots of lessons to learn along the way, and there's a lot of soul growth that comes with this journey. But as of late, the energy has been very conducive to light work and using your gifts in service to humanity. I don't know about you guys, but I know for me, my focus has turned completely from, romance and union and all of that stuff. And it's really been like working a lot, just in my purpose and just, working towards that and focusing towards that and staying receptive. I find that staying receptive at this time has been really invaluable because I've been getting so many downloads, so many messages, and just so many signs from the universe on what to do next, what's important. Like, it's been amazing. So again, comment below and let me know how's your experience and your path been so far. But anyway, let's get into the reading and see what messages Spirit has for us this month, Divine Feminine. All right, so let's get an overall theme. All right, what do we have here? Oh, we've got perseverance. If this ain't the truth, I don't know what is. It says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. I don't know about you guys, but lately it's like my manifestation powers have been on 100. As soon as I think of something, it appears, or that person will call. It's like my mental powers are so strong right now. And I feel like that's probably the case for most Divine Feminines at this time. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do and you can have. You just have to persevere. Obviously, it's not going to show up in 2 seconds, although some things do. But it might take some time, but you have to. It's all about attuning your frequency to a higher vibration, and it's going to require some perseverance, especially at this time, because with everything that's going on, it's like the devil is really at work right now. And that's why it's so important for us as Divine Feminines to step up, use our gifts in service of humanity, because humanity needs the help right now, most definitely. But yeah, so it's all about perseverance this month. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. I think that's beautiful. And that's a wonderful message for us at this time. All right, Divine Feminine, so let's see what else Spirit has for us this month. So first, we've got optimism, interference, codependency, confusion, wild card, and deja vu. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got triggered. All right, so this month, Divine Feminines, I definitely sense that I'm hearing your mind is playing tricks on you. And I believe that's why Spirit is saying that you need to persevere, because it's like you've got to get your mind right. And again, it's like you've got to get attuned to a higher vibration, a higher frequency. I feel like there are some, it's interesting because I feel like this confusion and interference, the first thing I'm seeing is like a television signal. Almost like when, you know, they have those alerts, like especially in the middle of the night, if you've ever watched TV, and they have those alerts that just come across the screen. And it's so jarring because you'll probably be sitting there enjoying your show, and then all of a sudden it's that loud beeping sound, and then the screen changes. That's what I'm seeing right now. And it's like there's some sort of interference this month, Divine Feminines, that triggers you and that interferes with like your normal course of thinking. So I feel like for the most part, most of us have been vibing high. We've been doing our work, our inner work. We've been, you know, in our purpose, living our purpose, working our purpose, being of service to humanity. And something comes along that just interferes with it. It's like it interferes with the signal. And I feel like it's something unexpected, especially here with this wild card. It's something that's just unexpected, out of the norm. For some of you, it might have to do with codependency. So some of you who are very union-minded, who are probably thinking, when am I going into union? What is my divine masculine doing? Where is he? Blah, 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 blah. I feel like whatever this interference is bringing up those feelings of codependency. And this is something that you've been dealing with for a while, because you see we've got the deja vu here. Yeah, I don't get the sense that it's a lot of you that are having these codependency feelings come up, but I do sense that it's quite a few of you who are being triggered by something. Perhaps that you see something that reminds you of your divine masculine. I mean, like I said in the beginning, most of us have really been focused and working and in our bag and really just feeling good, and something comes up and just triggers you, and it's like, damn, I wasn't even thinking about this dude, and now all of a sudden here he is on my mind, and it's like I'm starting to think about union again. I'm starting to think about what he's doing, where he's at. Yeah. Definitely. And it comes like out of nowhere. It really does. And I have to say that me personally, this definitely speaks to me, because I haven't been thinking about my divine masculine for the longest. And the last 2 days, like he just popped into my head like randomly. And it did bring up a lot of those feelings and a lot of those issues that I was working through. You know, you're never really done working through them. You know, they never just disappear, but you learn how to work through them faster, and you learn how to work through them better. For some of you, if it's not codependency, for some of you, it may just be confusion. You may just be confused about, okay, is this even my divine masculine? Am I a divine feminine? Like, again, there's this jarring signal that's interrupting like your normal broadcasting. Like the normal broadcast is being interrupted. And Spirit is saying not only do you need to have perseverance, but you need to be optimistic as well. I love the depiction of this card. It's just a clear sky. The sun is shining. That's how you need to approach this. That's definitely how you need to approach this. All right, so let's look into this a bit further and see what other messages Spirit has. Yeah, definitely remain optimistic. It's like yesterday morning, early in the morning, before my alarm clock went off, my phone started buzzing, and it was an Amber Alert, and it just like shot me up out of my sleep. And that's the vision that I'm getting right now for Divine Feminine. It's like you're going about your business perfectly fine, and then all of a sudden there's this just signal interference that's so jarring and triggering. But stay the course. Stay the course, stay the course. Keep vibing high and you'll be fine. All right, let's get one on optimism. Okay, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Perfect. It's all about work. You've got to work at this. I mean, those of you who are watching and are Divine Feminines, you're not new to this. This is nothing new. You know that this journey is all about work. But right now, it's saying that with the energies that are going on and with this interference that's coming in, you've got to actively work towards optimism. You have to put in the work to remain optimistic. Let's get one on confusion. We've got the Magician. So yeah, so there's some funky energy around that is purposely meant to confuse you or purposely meant to take you off track. This could be someone who's actively doing magic. I see two things. One is on a collective scale. If you know what's going on, then you really know what's going on. And there's a lot of manifestation, magic, and just manipulation in the air that's meant to keep people confused. And I definitely feel like a lot of Divine Feminines are being targeted at this time. They're the ones that are being triggered at this time because of your status, because of your purpose, because you're meant to enlighten the world and help usher in this new earth. You're definitely going to be targeted. And I feel like that's what's going on here. It's meant to keep you confused. I mean, just look at how this card is. You can't see anything clearly. Again, it's like a messed up TV signal. And that's by design. That's most definitely by design. So keep that in mind. Again, you've got to actively work towards staying on a high vibration, especially now. All right, let's get one on interference. We have Temperance. So it's best to take a moderate approach to this interference. Again, Divine Feminines are all about, they're master manifestors, they're master magicians, Divine Feminines. If you didn't know that, now you know. As a Divine Feminine, you have such immense spiritual power and you need to be able to tap into it. And I feel like a lot of us have begun doing that. And, you know, there are certain powers out there that aren't happy about that. They definitely want to see you confused. They definitely want to disempower you. And so in dealing with this interference, I'm getting two messages. Number one, know that Spirit is on your side. Spirit is helping you behind the scenes to temper this energy of confusion, this energy of codependency, these energies that are very low vibrational. Spirit is working behind the scenes on your behalf in order to temper those things. But there's also a certain amount of tempering and transmutation that you need to do yourself as well. Take these energies and use them for your good. That's what Spirit is saying. Spirit is doing it, and so should you. As above, so below. Yeah, there's a new beginning, obviously, that is that's going on right now. And don't just shy away from everything that's going on either, because your job as a Divine Feminine is to transmute that energy, is to use it and turn it into something better. And that's all about what this new beginning is. And Spirit definitely is supporting you in doing that at this time. All right, let's get one on wild card. Ooh, we've got Judgment. It's like so many things are being unearthed right now. especially with this Pluto-Jupiter conjunction in Capricorn. It's like karma is really coming to kick people's asses right now. And you don't know where it's coming from. That's the whole thing with this wild card. And this wild card has a number 5 on it. So you know that it's all about change. It's all about flexibility. It's like shit is coming from all different directions. And again, like these issues of codependency or these feelings of confusion, these are these deep-seated feelings, emotions, issues that are coming up to the surface to be dealt with once and for all. And it's also just, you know, it's this great awakening. If you look at this card, these souls are rising from the dead. What was buried is now reborn, and it's causing like havoc here on earth. I mean, you see it. I mean, I don't recommend to, you know, watch the news because it's too much and it's comical at this point. But if you watch the news, every day it's some other foolishness and fuckery, and it's like, are you kidding me? Like, it doesn't even seem real. But this new earth that's being reborn, it's this rattling, and all of the loose souls, all of this loose debris is coming up to the surface to be dealt with. It's almost like you've got to play dodgeball in a sense. You got to dodge these negative entities, dodge these negative spirits, dodge this confusion, this codependency. I'm not saying to not deal with it, but I'm saying that you got to stay in a high vibration so these things don't affect you as much. That's basically what I'm saying, if that makes sense. All right, let's get one on codependency. We've got the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life is all about process. It's all about divine order. It's all about as above, so below. So know that this codependency, it's a part of the process. It's sort of on the road to where you need to go. This issue, this roadblock is coming up to be dealt with. Definitely. Definitely. All right, let's get one on deja vu. Look at that. We've got the Lovers here on deja vu. So of course, this love that you've already experienced in this lifetime and in past lifetimes, I think that's what's triggering a lot of us. It's this feeling of deja vu. It's this feeling of past experiences, past memories that's coming up. And of course, the Lovers is the twins. Again, I would not be surprised if a lot of you divine feminines have been thinking about your divine masculine real heavy. Real heavy. I feel like there's still some issues that have to be cleared before any sort of union can occur. But I feel like they're coming into our energy space at this time. And we're reminiscing about the good times, reminiscing about the bad times. I feel like that's why a lot of us are being triggered at this time. Oh, and then right under that card is soulmate recognition. So yeah, the energy, I feel like the energy of divine masculines or the energy of just soulmates in general are coming into our energy fields at this time. And there's definitely a bunch of interference in order to prevent that from happening. But you need to stay optimistic. You need to vibe high. Whatever obstacles are coming up, you need to work through them. Don't work around them. Don't avoid them. Work through them. I mean, if you're like me and you've been on this journey for more than 5 years, you pretty much know the ropes and you pretty much know how it goes. And, you know, I remember when I first started this journey, how issues used to feel like they took forever to work through. I felt like it would take weeks and months for me to be able to feel good about, you know, a lot of things. And it was frustrating because I felt like these things kept coming up as well. But fast forward to now, you know, I'll get triggered. You know, you're always going to get triggered. There's always going to be something that triggers you. That doesn't necessarily go away as, you know, you get further along your journey. But you get triggered, and within 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, I recognize what this is. I'm working through it, and I'm good. There's going to be another time where I'm going to be triggered, but it's not going to affect me in the same way because I've learned how to process things a lot more quickly. And that's one of those skills that we all need to work on at this time, because with everything that's going on, we definitely need to be able to take those energies, transmute them quickly, and move on to the next. And that's what Spirit is saying. That's why perseverance is here. That's why this was the first message. It's like, you've got to stay the course. You got to keep your mind right, because there's a lot of work to be done. I mean, this is the work card along with 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. It's about perfecting your craft. You've got to perfect your skills at this time, right? And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the High Priestess. I mean, you already know, if you're a Divine Feminine, you know you're a High Priestess. You know the essence of a High Priestess is transmutation. She's a master magician. And those are the skills that are being called upon at this time. Most definitely, most definitely. All right, let's go on optimism and 8 of coins. All right, 2 wanted to come out. We've got gift. That's always great. And we've got poverty. So what I sense is that remaining optimistic is definitely going to result in some sort of gift for you, but a gift that's very much needed. So while it may be money, it could also be in something that you lack spiritually. So by remaining optimistic and perfecting your craft at this time, Divine Feminine, you can expect to be gifted spiritual gifts. I'm getting that more so than like monetary gifts. Spiritual gifts will be enhanced. Spiritual gifts that you did not have before will be given to you as long as you remain on a high frequency and as long as you are perfecting your craft. That's always a great message. All right, let's get one on Magician and Confusion. We've got imprisonment. And what was I saying before? It's like there are some powers out there that want to keep you trapped. They want to keep you trapped. They want to keep you disempowered. They want you to not be able to use your spiritual gifts. This is the interference that's going on right now. I mean, if you're Divine Feminine, you already know this. You sense it. But Spirit is like, just keep doing what you're doing. Persevere. Keep doing what you're doing. And I got you. All right, let's get one on interference and temperance. All right, we've got mature man. All right, so this goes back to what I was saying before. I feel like some of you, your divine counterpart may be older than you. He may be a mature man. And I feel like despite all this interference that's going on, Spirit is still working on putting this together. Again, what God has put together, no man can take apart. And Spirit is like, just keep doing what you're doing. I need you to focus on you, focus on your purpose, focus on honing in on your spiritual gifts and using them. And we're working behind the scenes with this mature man to get things in the right place. Get one on judgment and wild card. All right, we've got community. So yeah, this is what I was saying before. It's this collective energy of rebirth, this collective energy of judgment that's going on right now in society, where everything is just coming up for review, and it's affecting everyone at this time. All right, let's get one on codependency and tree of life. Let's get one on codependency and tree of life. All right, we've got bad health. So again, obviously, codependency is a low vibrational energy. It keeps you trapped. It keeps you disempowered. It keeps you imprisoned. And that's something that some of us actively have to work through at this time. Especially this month, I'm hearing that some of us really need to work on our codependency issues, because the journey is not about union with your divine masculine. That's a nice perk of the journey, but that's not the purpose of the journey in and of itself. And if you're still thinking about union, if it still consumes your thoughts, if that's what you are doing this work for, then I hate to say it, but you're not going to get very far. You might even get demoted, honestly speaking. But that is what's keeping you stuck. You know, the whole point of the tree of life is you move along this path, this divine path. And some of you are stuck. You're not able to move in the direction and in ways that you're supposed to, because you're still focused on union. You're still focused on what your divine masculine is doing. Where is his karmic? We have surpassed that point in the journey, divine feminines. We've surpassed that. At one point, we were all there. Trust me, myself included. Everything was about him. What is he doing? His karmic, what is she doing? Just so focused on that, and just being dependent on when are we going to go into union, and just so focused on the relationship. But we've evolved past that. But if you're still stuck, if you're still at this juncture, Spirit is saying that you need to put in the work in order to move past this roadblock. There's some active work that you need to do. And by staying stuck in this energy, this codependent energy, and just union focused energy, I feel like a lot of your spiritual gifts are going to become stagnant because you're not using them. You're not focusing your attention on what's at hand. Because right now we are all being called, we are all being awakened at this time to use our spiritual gifts in service of humanity. Don't let this episode of your twin's energy resurfacing to fall back into a pattern of codependency. Because again, I feel like this month, a lot of us are being reminded of our twins. They may be reaching out to us. We may be dreaming about them. We may even be meeting up with them in the astral realm. It doesn't matter. Their energy is coming into our space this month. And Spirit is like, please do not get sidetracked with the thought of coming into union with this person. It's happening. Spirit is like, I'm still working on this. I don't want you to think that I'm leaving you out in the cold, that you're going to be lonely forever. I'm working on this, but right now I need you to step up and step into your power, because I need you right now for help. The world needs you right now. And under that card, we've got the Three of Pentacles. Of course, it's about putting in that work. I mean, I feel like I've said that so much in this reading, but it's true. It's definitely true. There's a lot to be done right now, and you need to step up to the plate, and don't get sidetracked by confusion. Don't get sidetracked by codependency. There's so much more going on that the world needs you for right now. All right, let's get one on Deja Vu and the Lovers. Let's get one on Deja Vu and the Lovers. All right. We've got the Courthouse. So this is all about a contract. This is all about a soul contract. Again, this just reinforces the message that your twin's energy, your divine counterpart's energy, it might be your divine counterpart. It might be a soulmate. It might be someone new. Regardless of whatever it is, their energy is coming into your space. And there's a contract that has been going on forever. I mean, if you look, it's a circle. It's never ending. This contract has been in place since the beginning of time, and it will remain in place until the end of time, if there is one. But Spirit is saying, I need you to not get sidetracked. It's almost like Spirit is allowing this counterpart's energy to come into your space just to let you know, like, hey, haven't forgotten about you. You know, being together is still a thing. You're still going to have a divine counterpart. I just want you to know that. So I'm showing that to you right now. But the point is that you need to put your spiritual gifts to work for the benefit of humanity at this time. You need to be on purpose. You most definitely need to be on purpose. And the more that you vibe high, the more that you attune yourself to a high frequency, your spiritual gifts are going to be replenished. Spiritual gifts that have been lying dormant within you are going to be coming up to the surface in the same way that this Judgment card depicts. Things that have been long buried within you are now coming to the surface in order for them to be used. And at the bottom of this deck, we've got occupation. Like, you need to be on your job right now, Divine Feminine. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You need to be on your job. You need to be on your job. And you will be rewarded. But you know this. You know this. Spirit's message is to stay the course. Don't be sidetracked by interference. And again, with this interference and imprisonment here, it's like, this is where they want you to end up. This is where they want you to end up. Those who don't want you to be in your spiritual bag, those who want to derail you, they want to see you imprisoned. And that's how most people on this earth are. They're a prisoner to darker forces because they haven't unleashed their spiritual God-given gifts. But you need to recognize it for what it is. You need to recognize those negative entities, those low frequencies for what they are. In recognizing them, you'll be able to sidetrack them. You'll be able to dodge them so that you can continue on your path. Again, Spirit is like, I need you to persevere this month. There's going to be some foolishness and fuckery that comes up. There's going to be stuff from your twin flame relationships that's going to come up and bring up issues of codependency or other negative vibrational, low vibrational things. It's going to cause you confusion. Like, I need you to sidestep that because you're better than that. You've been on this journey for a minute. You know how it works. You just need to recognize the traps when they come up. That's what Spirit is saying. All right. So let's get one last message to close out this reading. What's one last thing that Spirit needs us to know this month? What is one last thing that Spirit wants us to know? Oh, this is beautiful. We've got new life. And like I said, Divine Feminine, you are helping usher in this new life. Not just for you, but for everybody. We are moving into a completely new frequency, a completely new earth, and you are helping usher that in. By working with Spirit, by working with the Most High, you can have a brand new life and help usher that new life in for humanity. You just got to stay on task. And you've got to avoid the pitfalls. Recognize the pitfalls for what they are and avoid them at all costs. All right, Divine Feminine, that has been your reading for this month. I hope that you were able to get at least one message from here. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. These readings are a labor of love, and they are definitely an energy exchange. So if you feel so inclined and you'd like to buy me a coffee, the link is down there as well. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.